Morning, Shrimp Father. How's it going? No, it's a little early today, but we're gonna try to make some progress on something. Got a whole bunch of projects, and I want to get something finished. Next week, we're going to be starting on the Micron thing. We've got, that's actually working on failing a QGL, so that's fun. Working on printing some parts, testing out some stuff. Nice. I should probably let the dogs out, but they're not up yet, so that is what it is. We're going to start off with getting this clicky-clacky door built, which is probably going to take a little bit of work. We need to tap one of these. The other one is tapped. Then we need to drill some holes. I got tapping fluid around here somewhere. Where's the tapping fluid? All right, tapping fluid. Steve Clark, good morning. How are you today? Hope you're well. This is a small box of hardware. How's the audio levels? I know there's no music today. I kept getting hit with copyright claims. I'd argue them and they'd get dropped, but every single live stream gets like 5-6 copyright claims. And then I recorded a video and the audio levels were too low. So I don't know. I'm learning, I guess. See how my tapping job went on the last one I did. Sounds good. It's fantastic. All right, clearly I need to tap this one deeper though. How far do I need to tap it? I don't know how long we'll stream this morning. Sure, I'm gonna have to do something this morning, but then wherever we leave off, we'll pick back up this afternoon at normally scheduled broadcast time. Unfortunately, building on the table here, which I plan to replace this with a workbench. I'm going to build the workbench. I just need to go grab a 3 2x4s and piece of plywood. I've got the 2x6s already to build the thing and the 4x4s. But we're going to replace this table with a little bit more of a sturdy workbench. Just out of curiosity, would a stream building a workbench be something you guys would be interested in? You think other folks would be interested in it? I mean, the name of the channel is Projects in Dad's Garage, so it does fit in the realm of a project. Like, I'm no master woodworker, but I can build a bench. You'd watch it, Shrimp Father? All right. I'll probably go ahead and stream it then when I'm building it. It would probably be another stream like this, kind of a bonus stream at an odd time. Either like early in the morning, mid-afternoon on some weird day. This is going a lot better using some tapping fluid than it did last time. So I've got clicky clacky door. I want to get that, make sure this goes together well. And then so long as this goes together well, we're going to change out the skirts to these stealth skirts. And then work on getting this box turtle put on here. The box turtle is pretty much done. Tell you what, tap fluid smells so bad. The box turtle is pretty much done. It's just a function of the programming and that sort of stuff. All right, now what size drill bit do we need for this? And then where do we need to drill it? All right, this is a, I can't read, 17/64. Wait 30 seconds, 4/16, 1/4. See what a 1/4 inch gets us. So the ends of this, there's a hole up here, but I cut off the hole that was down here, so I got to put new holes in the ends of this. 1/4 inch seems right. Now I got to measure to figure out where the hole needs to be. $10 millimeters in. It seems right for a 2020 extrusion. I guess I should have been able to guess that. Oh. This is where having a drill press would be nice. Suppose I ought to grab something and clamp this in a vise or something. Nope. Not dealing with it. Oh, drilling through extrusions is so much fun. All right. How far off am I? Not too bad. You guys ever drill through extrusions? Find myself having to do it a lot to run wires for, I had to do it to run some wires on the Doom Cube for lights. Had to do it to run wires for filament sensor on the 2.4. Something else on the 2.4, I think, too. It is. It doesn't seem to matter what size drill bit you're using or anything like that. Seems like you always damage the size of the extrusions. Again, if you're doing this, highly recommend a drill press. I am extremely upset at myself a couple years ago. Up in Lima, Ohio, they have a thing called Max Trader Days at the fairgrounds up there. Anyway, I got my bench grinder up there. They sell all sorts of stuff. From tools to crafts, firearms, you name it, they have it there. Anyway, so I was supposed to go back and grab this drill press from a guy that I saw at the beginning. I just didn't want to carry around this drill press all day. And I left and forgot to get it. It was only like a Harbor Freight drill press, but it was only, I don't know, under $10 for this drill press. So I'm mad at myself for forgetting it. Skyrim, hello, how are you today? Glad you could join us on this lovely Saturday morning. I tell you what, I'm a little upset because it has been, the weather's been really nice for like a week. And then it gets cold again just in time for the weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and sweep up these metal shavings because the kids like to run around here barefoot and the dogs run out here. I don't want anybody getting metal shavings in their feet. Metal splinters suck, even more so when it's soft aluminum. I need to put chat up on my iPad over here or something, because it's kind of hard to read from a distance. Yeah, that's the thing about a lot of tools. Shrimp Father, you may not use them all the time, but when you need them, they sure are nice to have. And a sub $10 drill press, you only need to use that once to really justify the cost on a $10 drill press. What's Northern Tool, though? I've never heard of Northern Tool. I love when AI tracking stops working. There we go. Can I pull up YouTube chat? Let's see if this works. My channel says I'm live. My channel. Excellent. No. Okay. Anyway, there we go. I can at least see the chat now, somewhat. I'm not sure if that's any easier to read or not, but it's there. Hey, have any of you guys done this clicky clacky door? It comes with this lovely rubber seal. And I'm just curious. I mean, I'm sure I could go look, but how this installs. On here is the way I would think it would install. It doesn't seem to install that way. Just curious. This rubber seal, if anybody's used a clicky clacky door. Get our deburring tool. Okay. Harbor Freight, but for farmers. I don't know that we have one of those near here. I'm going to look it up. Let me see. Northern Tool. Yeah, it looks like Cincinnati. So 2 hours is a little far for that. You know what? This might be easier just with a little file. trying to knock the edge off where it got cut. All right, there we go. Grab some Allen wrenches, and we'll see how this goes together. Trying to print carbon fiber nylon for the first time, so that should be fun. So you only went because you were out shopping? Yeah, I could see that. But I don't ever go shopping up near Cincinnati. Well, I guess if I'm up towards KB3D. But even that would probably be another half hour away from there or so. I should get my little granite slab out for this, but that is a lot of work. It is heavy, and it is on top of that refrigerator right there. So in the interest of trying to get this square, do you think I should put the cut sides for the cross ones on opposite sides or on the same side? My gut tells me on opposite sides. This is going to have to come back apart to put the panel in it. But I'm curious how well I did. Guess we can get a tape measure to measure it. Looks like it's the right height. So we've got 460 on the nose. And we've got 460 on the nose. Not too bad. Colors still a little different, but that's okay. Now for the fun part, cutting the acrylic to fit. So this needs to be 473. .473 by 433. You guys ever cut acrylic paneling? It's not fun. I had to cut every single one of the panels on for the Dumicron for all 4 sides, and each side has 2 panels, so 8 panels I had to cut down to fit that thing. I hate cutting these things. Plus, it's nerve-wracking. You only get one shot at it. While I'm doing this, could I trouble one of you guys to look up on Whopping Pockard's GitHub for the clicky clacky door and tell me how in the world that rubber seal is supposed to install? Yeah, so here I'll tell you how I do it. This cheap thing right here, the breakaway utility knives. If you can see, it's got that little notch on the back right here. I use this as a scraper to just cut about 1/3 of the way through on both sides, and then I snap it off. Want to clean this off so I don't scrape up the acrylic. My camera lost me again. Come on, camera. I'm right here. Hi, camera. Hi. You got me there? All right, bud. Glad that you figured that out. The GitHub says, cut rubber panel mounting strip to length. Okay, so it holds the acrylic in place. That makes sense. Thank you. Like, how in the world? All right, so 473 by 433. That's 500. So we need to go to 433 on this side. I appreciate you looking that up for me. The other thing about this is it takes forever. It's going to take even longer since I've got to do the old flip flop here. To get this cut both ways. Shrimp Father, where did you come up with the name Shrimp Father from? Are you a fisherman? Catch shrimp, or you just really enjoy shrimp? I know the entertainment factor on this is really low, and I apologize. But at least it's a little bit different than all the other 3D printing content. When you're using stuff that doesn't quite work right. A lot of the other guys just doing stuff straight out of a kit. Nothing wrong with that. Killer Prince, good morning. How's your box turtle going, sir? I saw something about it was printing or something along those lines. I was just perusing YouTube on my break last night at work. Pretty sure that was your post. Mike, yours still isn't working? Why is that? What problem are you guys having? Clearly not that I'm in a whole lot of a position to help you diagnose and troubleshoot that at this point, as I'm still clearly not done mine. Motivation. Won't calibrate the Bowden length. Does the AFC stuff have automatic Bowden length calibration stuff? I know the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder did. Kilo, I understand the motivation thing. That kind of held me up on this quite a bit. And then I was waiting because I'm going to do it on stream. So today's plan is, so I want to get the box turtle installed on this thing. It's not actually completely set up yet. It's built. Got to do all the firmware stuff. So I don't know why I don't have the covers on the lights either. But, oh, yeah, that's right, because I got to put the bottom on it. But in order to do that, I need to get the stealth skirts done and the clicky-clacky door. So it's get the clicky-clacky door built to make sure it was right, because I'm hacking up a 350 2.4 clicky clacky door to make it fit on a 300 Trident. Before I put the stealth skirts on it that are designed for this clicky clacky door, because I didn't want to put the skirts on it if the door wasn't going to work. And then we can finally make our way to the box turtle. So the plan is we're going to do stream this morning. Firmware is not difficult. I might check that out depending on how far we get this morning. Probably going to have time. But stream some this morning. And then wherever we get to, and we leave off this morning, we'll pick back up this afternoon at the regularly scheduled 3 o'clock time. I figure at most we'll stop at noon for lunch, and Mrs. Lee Marie's stream. Something has gone terribly wrong because they do not line up. They're like a millimeter away from each other. But I think I'm slicing further through my table than I am through this acrylic. So, Kiloprints, if you've gotten the firmware done, what else do you have to do? Where have my pliers gone? This is always so nerve-wracking. All right. One down. One to go. Yeah, snap, crackle, pop. Yeah. You just do not want it to snap, crackle, and pop across the part that you actually want to save. All right, so we did 433 on that direction. We need 473 in the up and down. All right, let's get a drink of coffee. Hello. Camera, stop tracking me again. I do not understand why this thing has such a hard time with that. Maybe it's because you stand still for so long? I don't know. Spot on. All right. This takes forever. I do apologize, but that is the nature of live streams rather than a edited and curated YouTube video. You guys see all the bamboo leaks? H2D stuff that leaked on Reddit. Supposedly it's got 2 different laser modules, 40 watt and a 10 watt laser, and gonna be, yeah, yeah, lots of money. I'm wondering if there's going to be like different levels and options. Like you can buy it with no laser, you can buy it with a 10 watt laser, or you can buy it with a 40 watt laser. I didn't see the end of it. It looked like there might have been like some sort of cutter or something that you can get with it or something. Because if they package all of that, an AMS, two lasers, some sort of other cutter. Okay, so yeah. Seems like they're trying to be jack of all trades with one machine, which never really works out well. Yeah, a lot of people just wanted a bigger printer. If the option exists to just buy it as a printer, and then if you decide down the road you want to add on laser modules or something, I could see that being a decent way to go. But again, you'd have to have that stuff available as an option to buy outside of it. I have no idea if it's worth it if you just buy the printer. One, I haven't actually seen the printer other than a snapshot and a list of some specs. Two, I don't know how much it costs. I've never even used one of the other bamboo printers, so I don't even know on that front. It's 3D printer news, and seems interesting. Regardless of how you feel about bamboo or whether it's something you would want to buy or not, still an interesting product. The Bondtech tool changer, yeah, that looks interesting. So I like the way that is, like the extruder and everything. It's just a hot end that you switch out, and the extruder gears stay with the actual tool head. That looks interesting. I can see that having a lot of potential. You still have some of the other problems you have with tool changers, making sure that your X and Y offset per tool head is right, or in this case per hot end is right, and slightly different Z offsets for each one. But it honestly looks like it has more potential than anything else that I've seen out there on a DIY tool changer. So that's the thing. That one has the potential to be cheaper because like I had everything to do with 3 tool stealth changer on the 2.4 this time last year. Each one of those tool heads was going to be north of $250 a piece, because you've got an extruder on each one, you've got a CAN bus tool head board on each one, you've got a tap sensor on each one, and you've got a hot end on each one. In this situation, you're doing one CAN bus tool head board, you're doing one extruder. The only thing you're getting multiple of is the hot end. And so rather than each tool head being, $250 and you do six on a 2.4, you're looking at $1,500 just in tool heads. So if you put 6 of those on there, even if the hot end's $100, $600 there, and another $150 for the extruder motor, the rest of the thing, you're looking at $750, half the price. Now, clearly, I don't know how much they're charging for any of these things, but the potential for that to be far cheaper is way better. You have a much better chance of it being way cheaper. Yeah, Bondtech is, some of their stuff is not cheap, but it's again, you're only buying one extruder, so even if they're charging premium price of $100 per hot end, you'd have to charge a lot of money for a hot end and a lot of money for that one tool head for it to cost as much as a stealth changer. That's the other thing too, man. Stealth changer, by the time you get done getting a $1,500 2.4 kit, another $1,500 on 6 tool heads, you're looking at getting a 5 tool head Prusa XL. Like, I don't, it's cool if, you know, for a project, but financially it doesn't make any sense. And I mean, I guess the same could be said about the Bondtech thing, even if that is, you know, going to cost you only $750 for setting up 6 tool heads. You're still looking at $2,250 for 6 tool heads on a 2.4. How much is an XL 5 extruders? Isn't that like $3,000 or something like that? I would go that route at that point. All right, let's see if this fits. Let's see if she fits. K1 gantry, and it's $260. What do you mean the K1 gantry? I'm not familiar with that. $3,000 for the XL with 5 tool heads. Yeah, like a 2.4 stealth changer is that much. All right, folks, she's a little big. Ugh. SLS printed X gantry that fits the BMG natively. I have to look that up. I've not seen it before. This is the fun part, shaving off just a few millimeters. Did I mismeasure this? 131. No. She's spot on. I mismeasured when I did that. All right. I guess we take off a little bit more. But how much? See, that seems like it should really fit. All right, that's all the way down. So I need to take off the thickness of this, which is 2.5 millimeters. All right. So do any of you guys own one of the current bamboo printers? I'm curious if anyone, as a current bamboo user, is interested in the new one. You use the X1C? And you have no interest in getting the H2? I guess that's telling. I will admit, though, that the laser engraving thing is kind of intriguing to me because I've kind of wanted a laser engraver. I don't know if I would want to spend as much money as that thing would cost on a laser engraver. I'd love to check it out, though. If I knew somebody that had one. I might know somebody that will end up with one. if they do, I'll take a drive over to their place and check out theirs. You know, I looked at the X tools, but those things are. I think the one I looked at was like $1,000 for one of those things. Like, I'm not going to make any money using the thing, and it's something that might get used once, twice a year, or something like that. Like, get used less than my 3D printers do. Doesn't really make much sense for me to spend that kind of money on one. I need like the Ender 3 priced laser engraver. I don't know. Did Creality release a new one? How much is it? Hey, you know what? Maybe Bamboo's been sending their 3D printers to everybody and their brother on YouTube. Maybe they'll send me one. Some like woodworking channels and some like arts and craft channels that got bamboo printers sent to them, pushing their stuff to everybody. $4.99 for the Falcon. That's a little bit more reasonable than $1,000. How big is it? Legitimately, all I want to do with a laser engraver is like engrave stuff on my deck panels and my Vorons. I don't know what else I'd use it for. I'm sure if I had one, I'd find other uses for it, but... .381 by .305. See, still not big enough to fit a freaking deck panel in. I guess I could fit one for the Micron and V0. Speaking of which, I need to check on this, see if this is printing. I mean, it's printing. I need to make sure it's not like destroying itself by printing. It is. So, this was stuck to the hot end. Nylon carbon fiber nylon. That would have been real fun. That would have been real fun. Maybe I print one part at a time, rather than an entire build plate on my first time trying nylon carbon fiber. Carbon fiber nylon, sorry. That was probably a dumb move. X tool can remove the bottom to allow bigger pieces to engrave. Trying to get your work to order one. For 30. All right, that fits left to right better. Interesting. Now, I don't know how much power you need on a laser to do different things. Is a 10-watt laser going to do like panels and stuff, or what's a 10-watt laser good for? What's its limits? Wonder if you could just remove the bottom of one of the Creality lasers to put a just set the panel down and then put the laser on top of it. Six millimeters. It's probably like balsa wood or something like that. That'd be perfect if you were like building balsa wood like RC airplanes. Low Sync, good morning. How are you today? I don't think I've seen you here. Welcome to the stream. All right, we're going to take off what looks like 3 millimeters and go. Yeah, balsa wood. I've always wanted to build one of those like balsa wood airplanes. That's all right, man. I haven't either. I mean, the amount of research you just did looking that stuff up is probably more research than I've done into it. So you're ahead of me. What'd you guys think of the Big Tree Tech stuff? Did you guys catch the stream earlier this week with Steve and Doc and Nero? It was a bit of a rough one to watch with it cutting in and out. I I don't know if I tuned in late and they had already done the Vivid, or if they did it after I fell asleep in the middle of it. I fell asleep when they were talking about doing a giveaway, so I assumed that I was pretty close to the end of it. But if they covered the Vivid, I didn't see it. I was told that the internals of it are very similar to like an Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder kind of thing. In what way, I'm not sure. But there's that. That's one thing I've been doing all week, is printing the parts for the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder beta. Got about 1.5 kilograms of parts printed for that. Similar to the bamboo. Building a Mercury 1. Nice. There was one thing that looked interesting, and now I can't remember what it was on that stream. Might have been an extruder. They didn't really go into a whole lot of detail on whatever it was. The tool head boards seem nice. The thing that I really like about Big Tree Tech is they keep their prices on stuff pretty reasonable. Some companies will come out with something and it's got some sort of new feature or higher performance, and they want to charge an arm and a leg for it. Now, I'll grant you some of those things are made by companies that I assume do not have the resources of a Big Tree Tech or Fadis. They don't have factories. They're subcontracting out the manufacturing of the object to somebody else. But still, that's why I kind of like when Big Tree Tech or companies similar to Big Tree Tech come out with a option for something. LDO's been pretty good about it too, keeping their prices pretty reasonable on most of the electronic stuff that they come out with. really don't want to build another box turtle. So it'll be interesting when I'm done this, because when it's all said and done, I will have built 2 different versions of an enraged rabbit carrot feeder, a box turtle, and a night owl filament changer, which is pretty basically all the mainstream options for filament changers. I'd be interested to see how the build and setup of each one of these compares, and the usability of each. I think a lot of people go into these builds with an expectation that they're going to be pretty straightforward. Like, you know, not for nothing, but building the Vorons is pretty straightforward. It's not overly technically difficult or whatnot, and the documentation's pretty good. But you get into putting a box turtle on something, they don't know what printer you're going to put it on. They can't really cover every single thing. So a lot of it's going to really come down to figuring out how to make it work. You know, everybody's got, you know, different printers, and really kind of difficult to make your thing work around it. All right, so that fits pretty well. It's a little loose, but hopefully that rubber gasket will take up the slack. Let's go ahead and... Havoc, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. You did the Python mod to your Bamboo AMS? How'd that work out? Prusa MMU clone. I haven't seen that. The Prusa MMU is going to suffer from the same issues that the box turtle does. They're very, very similar. So don't think that's without issues. You're still going to need a filament cutter. You're still going to need a bunch of calibration. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying that don't go into it thinking that it's going to be a magic bullet. Yeah, so guy I know from another Discord group, he did a Python to his Bamboo, but I haven't really got to follow up with him to see how it's worked out. Tell you what though, it looked pretty insane. You added spool weight to the center of the box turtle spools. Yeah, so that's one of the things that's kind of concerns me about it. Is it just pulling the entire roll over and off of the unit. All right. Now I guess we install this rubber. This is the rubber. Added TPU to the gears. Oh, is it noisy normally? I guess straight cut gears could be. Hey, that worked perfect. I like this rubber seal idea. I didn't use the rubber seal on the nano clicky door. I use guitar 1mm wrap. What's the nano clicky door? KB3D. Triple panel. A triple panel clicky door, huh? Seems like overkill, especially considering you. I mean, I guess you can do mods to get more panels on the side, but unless you got more panels on the side, it kind of isn't doing any good for you. All right. No rattle. Excellent, excellent. All right. So we need parts for this, which are in here. Mike, do you have more than one panel on the sides and stuff of your printer? Lee Murray 3D, morning, welcome. Yeah, so I wanted to make some progress on some stuff. Yeah, I am. We're going to wrap this up before your stream. Grab some lunch, watch y'all, and then come back at 3 for our regularly scheduled broadcast. But I wanted to make some progress on something. I feel like I've got 1,000,001 projects and nothing's getting done. Awesome. If I am still going at noon here, I'll raid into you if you want to tell me how to do it, because I have no idea how to. use our vise as a press. Yeah, you're probably going to have to give me a description here in chat on how to do it, and I'll look it up. All right, there's the bushings pushed into that. Now, where are my hinges? Oh, they're blue. That's why I did not see them. Jason, morning. How are you, sir? Just go into the stream on YouTube and click the Go Live button. Then click Manage button. You'll see your active live stream. Click on that and edit. And there you can go to redirect. Select the stream and save it. When you end the stream, it will redirect. Okay, hold on a second. Do I do that in OBS or in like YouTube Studio? Okay. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, not YouTube Studio. All right. Bear with me, folks. Create. Go live. Click the Go Live button and click the Manage button. Manage. You'll see your active stream. Click on that. And then edit. And there you can go to redirect. I'm looking for redirect here. Is it under customization? Live reactions. Yeah, I did that. Here, let me it is showing the wrong monitor. Bear with me for a second. Properties. There we go. All right, here's what I'm looking at. Finally started building your micron? This is what I'm looking at under customization. This is all the way down. I wonder if it's because maybe you have to be monetized or something like that. Sorry, man. Maybe we can get together later and figure it out. Although, I don't think it'll be often that I'll be live in the morning. I don't know. Might be. But either way, I could push to other people too. Sending me a screenshot. All right, I'll take a look at it. If I can't figure it out, I'll hit you up later on this evening or something. I know you guys said you try to do something as a family in the afternoons on Saturdays after your stream, so I won't pester you until later. So you've built some of these clicky-clocky doors. Why do I have 6 of these bushings? Seems like I only need 4. 1 for each hinge and 2 for the latch. All right, we got the bushings installed. Extras? All right, sweet. I love extras. All right, now we got some magnets. Some magnets. Some dowel pins. There's our magnet. Jason, have fun at the beach, man. I wish I could go to the beach right now. I love the beach. That's the thing that I miss most about Jersey is the beach. Grab some super glue. You used 4 as well? All right. Well, at least I'm not crazy. All right. There's a bunch of magnets installed on that side. Let's do 4 more dabs of super glue over here. Get some more magnets going. Well, I guess we could trade. I'll go to the beach and you come to the garage, and it'll work out for both of us, Jason. I don't have any beach around me either, Mike. I'm in the middle of Ohio now. I guess I've got the lake's up there if I wanted to go to the lake. I hear Kelly's Island up there is pretty nice. I went to Put-in Bay, but that's not exactly a family destination. I did not know that when I went, but I do now. It is very much more of a party and drinking atmosphere. Cincinnati, nice. My buddy that did the Python mod lives up there by wait a minute. Cincinnati is the southern one, right? Or is Cincinnati the northern one? I can never remember. All right, Lee Marie, I'll see you on your stream here in a bit, man. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, so I actually make my way down that way more than I do up north. Go down to the Dayton area quite frequently. I love going to the Wright-Patterson Air Force Museum down there. I try to do that once a year. A lady had a friend that lived down there in Dayton, so we'd go down that way. That's about 2 hours from me. Cincinnati is. Cleveland's about 2 hours too. This magnet doesn't want to go in its home. All right. Now we got some pins. Put this all together. Lovely, lovely. And some more pins. For the hinges. I tell you what, there seems to be quite a few Ohio folks around. There's me, there's Poity, there's Sparky, there's a couple other folks too. Names are escaping me at the moment. All right, that's one pin installed. Hello, why are you not tracking? Are you not tracking me again? You're not. Hello, welcome. Glad you could join me, camera. So, yep, we gotta get all the Ohio folks, and I guess we can invite the Indiana folks too. Do a get together. Have a giant barbecue or something. All right. Suppose it's time to take off the old doors. One. Bearded Printer, how's it going, man? How are you today? Thanks for stopping by. All right, there's our old doors off. Let me see if I can turn this so y'all can see this. There we go. I'll work on it sideways so you guys can see it. I'm gonna have to print another one of these latches because that will drive me crazy. Why does that need a heat set? You guys that have built the clicky clacky door, why does this need a heat set right there? I guess I could go look, but it seems like that would take a while. I'm just going to put the heat set in, and it'll be there for when I figure it out later. You missed it. Can't be that important. It's part of the latch. I don't see any corresponding thing on this. Well, like I said, we'll put it in and figure it out later. Maybe it's for like an adjustment on the tension on the door or something. All right. We've got some T-nuts. You know what? I don't need this either, because we're going to have the box turtle on there. So I don't need the spool holder on the side. So we can take that off. It's a guide. All right. Well, why does this look like it's made for rolling nuts? All right. So these need to be oriented this way. Oh, you can't see. Lost tracking. All right. Hello, camera. Let's focus on what we're doing, okay? This is the most retarded smart camera I've ever seen. All right. There's that. Grab some screws. Wish this had like a thing that went over the panel to hold the panel in place. That would have been nice. Let's see, what do we got from here? We've got 76. What do we got from here? We've got 79. Trying to center this. There we go. There's that. Now, let's install our hinges. 77.5, yeah. It's about there. All right, so hole needs to be at the top. That's nowhere close to center. That's somewhat close to center. We are at 62, 79, 65, 65. There's that. Don't knock it. How's it going? How are you this morning? All right. Is my video display going to be in the way? You're talking about this, the screen? So, no, this is actually below the level. It's right even with the bottom of the extrusion, but this whole thing is getting changed out to stealth skirt setup that comes forward so that the skirts and the screen and everything will be even with the front of this. Give me 1 second and I'll show you that. Yeah, I'm not sure. These are the skirts that I printed are the ones that Seaboard put out for their 300 all-wheel drive Trident thing. As it comes with a clicky-clacky door on theirs as well. Which is really nice. I didn't realize that when I was looking at it when they like announced it. Once I get this door on here, we're gonna take a break for a second. I've got to piss. Actually, we're gonna do that now. So, hold on, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had many kidney stones and whatnot in my life. I do not get a whole lot of warning, and what warning I have is a very small time frame. All right, so well, crap. That's in the way. So we're gonna have to scoot this down. We'll go with 20. And then we'll set this to whatever it needs to be to clear this. Right about there. All right. Lower this hinge down, lower this hinge down. Get down there. Excellent. Time to refill the coffee. So, don't knock it. The color doesn't match exactly, which you might be able to tell. I had messaged Dan, asked him if he had any orange extrusions, because I wanted to do a clicky clacky door. And he said he had one orange door but it was for a 350 2.4. And I was like, send it to me. I'll cut the extrusions. So I cut the extrusions down and the panels down to fit a 300 Trident. Yeah, so this has more red in it. The original one has more orange in it. This frame is from the beta batch of Trident frames for when they were, before the Trident was released, when they were testing it. Jason made frames for the Voron guys to test. And this was one that he had left. So this one isn't even a 350 cube. This one's 350 by, 300 by 300 by 250. So it's regular bomb size for... Actually, I need to leave that there and just raise these. This door needs to go up just a tad. So this needs to get loosened. This needs to get loosened. This needs to get loosened. And this needs to get loosened. And we need to take... Slide this up just a little. There we go. Yeah, I have one 350 2.4. My 2.4 is a 350. My Trident's a 300. And then I have a switch wire. The 180 Dumicron. And a V0. I have everything minus the rails. And a power supply to build another switch wire. Yeah, nice to have the space. Yeah, I can absolutely see that. These rolling nuts, we're just going to do hammerheads because they don't want to stay anyway. So we've got a couple of them right here from everything we took off. Mike, you got quite the assortment of printers there, man. I have a CR10 over here, and I had a Ender 3. I gave the Ender 3 to my son. Belted Z on a V0. Nice. That looks like a really fun mod to do. Dig out the hammerheads. One, two. We're going to put one back on here. So I need to print another one of these. All right, and I'm going to assume that these 4 long screws go here. It's 1. No idea where that went. There it is. I saw somebody that did the belted salad fork thing, or Tri-Z, or whatever it is. It's the 3 belts on a V0. That was a pretty cool looking printer. Wait a minute. I forgot the screws. Supposed to be 2 little screws that go in top and bottom on this to keep it from opening all the way. No, so Jack, the one I'm talking about actually goes on, is built onto the regular V0 frame. I think they just cut holes in the bottom deck panel. It's probably in the Printers for Ants Discord, the Doom Cube Discord, if I had to wager a guess. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. It's got to come off anyway. This is what you get for doing things without you looking at the manual. Let me get one that's not a ball end. So just out of curiosity, Yeah, Try Zero is what it's called. It's in the Doomcube Discord. Yeah, I just turned it back on. It was set to not follow me at all, so we'll see what it does. It was just locked on over at the table. So let's see if it manages to follow me back. All right, there's that. Nice, nice. Now the only thing left is the phone. Oh. Not having any fingernails makes getting sticky stuff apart real fun. Now I know Steve has a method for applying this foam, but for life of me, I can't remember what it is. All right, now for the final challenge, don't drop the foam in the coffee. And we have a door. Don't knock it. I would love to. I don't know if I would love to for $200. Simple as that. I was originally planning on doing it, but I figured that the enclosure kit would come in at around $100 or less. They stuck that poly dryer on there, and I understand that that has a cost, and I wish there was an option to do it without that. I would be happy to just, you know, dry my filament, have the desiccant versions of the trays in there and do it that way. I know it comes with the poly dryer. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand why, but I wish it was option different so you could do it with or without. Because at that point, it's making the cost of the box turtle $500. Anyway, it is 5 minutes before Lee Marie 3D stream. So, gonna jump off here. We can all go check that out. If you haven't already, please drop a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I'll be back here in 3 hours after the Lee Marie 3D stream. We're going to get these skirts put on and see how far else we can get. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.